Hi, I'm George Jensen, lead pastor at ECOG. Thank you so much for watching this episode of What's Up With That, where we answer questions for skeptics, seekers, and believers. I want to talk to you today about a subject that's very tender and dear to many folks, and that is how you handle the loss of a pet. What's up with that? We recently lost our dog Kota. Right here you can see where he slept at night in his crate, and I have to tell you that we really miss that little guy a lot. So how do you handle that? Well, the first thing I would say is this. If you're out there and you're not a pet owner or you're not real fond on animals, try to understand how someone who is a pet owner and lost that pet, try to understand how that person feels. Sometimes those that aren't real fond of cats and dogs and other little critters can roll their eyes and think it's kind of goofy when someone who lost a pet is experiencing so much grief. But realize that for that individual, that is a real loss. And so try to understand that. Now, if you are an individual who has lost a pet such as we did, by the way, we're going to show you a few pictures now so you can see what our little buddy Kota looked like. By the way, his name was Kota because he was named after Kota the bear from the movie Brother Bear. Doesn't he look like a little bear? Yeah. When we used to take him out in the woods, I used to get worried that maybe a hunter would think he was a cub and try to shoot him. But anyway, how do you handle that loss? Well, the first thing that you need to do is it's okay to grieve, to express that grief, because it is a real loss. Secondly, there may be things that help you personally to deal with that loss. For example, one thing that I did is I wrote a silly little obituary for our dog Kota and put it on social media. And other folks were able to read that, but I did it mainly just for us as a family to process the loss of our dog. Another thing is pictures or little memorabilia. Our veterinarian made this little heart that they took Kota's paw and put it right there in the center. I don't know if you can see that. And that serves as a memento, a memorabilia for us that we find very helpful. Now there's one more thing I will suggest, and that's for those of you that are professing Christians. The Bible says that we should be casting all our cares upon the Lord because He cares for us. And you may be out there, you might be thinking, well, yeah, I'm a professing Christian, but is that okay? Is that a legitimate thing to go to the Lord about? Yes, it is. It says all your cares, cast all of them on the Lord because He cares for you. So I hope this is helpful if you are dealing with the loss of a pet, or if this happens, should it happen to you in the near future, perhaps you can find some solace and some help in your time of grief, and then just move on and living life to its fullest. And that's what's up with that. Hey, as always, we invite you over to ECOG, where we know that God has called us to be a lighthouse of His, guiding people to salvation and preparing people to face the storms of life. Be blessed.